Hello, I am ParadoxMaster1819. This is Mass Effect Andromeda. We are going through all of these places that have popped up that need to be looked at, and then from there we shall continue with the Truth and Trespass mission. Doing this because I believe it is actually one of the tasks to map out the entire cluster. Yes, let's just boost through an asteroid field. Guess that's what the kinetic barriers are for.
There were once hundreds of books and films about this system. We thought there might be people here. Alien life was fascinating to dream about. That was before the kit.
This is a proto-system. It's still got its accretion disk. Which means none of these planets should be here. Or at least not yet.
Deploying probe. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
It's a proto-star. Very early, very young star. Young in astronomical terms being like a couple of million years old. Crushingly heavy gravity may be more dangerous than its molten seas. It was named for a mythical Angaran warlord.
Anomaly detected.
Nitikure. Though Nitikure is arid and cold, liquid water can be found in its underground seas and during rare rains. Multiple Angaran colonies were planned, none were ever founded.
Probes launched.
The hell is that?
I found something.
Biomatter growth. That thing's massive. Look at the size of it. Vast forest appears to be sustained by an enormous underground reservoir. The individual plants seem to be linked, almost acting as a single organism. A bit like all the trees on Pandora in Avatar. Cool. Right, let's go see what this vessel is. It's still a proto-star because it's still got dust inside it. Inside the Oort cloud, which should actually be something we fly through. Ket survey vessel appears to have been searching the asteroid field for life before it suffered an engine failure. A select few rock samples have miraculously survived.
I'm picking up something.
Largest moon of the gas giant Arovasna. Stardown was at one time believed by Angaran astronomers to contain pockets of water ice and perhaps microbial life.
Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Satellite unknown. Operational. Ket satellite appears to be monitoring the system's asteroid belt. Recording scans from a safe distance. That's a very pretty gas giant as well. See the nice little band of orange and purple there at the top. I'm not even trying to pronounce this one because it's just like mush of words. Prachonyi. Named for an Angaran novel about a never-ending winter, Planetary is a strong candidate for mechanised and automated water ice mining. Cool. It's got a nice green tinge to it as well. That's actually below the plane of the game. That's quite cool. So all of the stars are not at the same level.
I'll say. There's quite a view of the scourge.
That is very close for a gas giant. Just there, look.
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
Pass 40A. That is ridiculously close for a start for a gas giant that large. Sorry, that was. Sorry about that. Oh, it's not a gas giant. Or it was. Atmosphere's boiled away.
Anomaly detected.
Past 40A. Past 40's moon likely came into being through a massive asteroid impact millennia ago, creating both the planet's rings and Past 40A.
Probes launched.
Bloody
We've
big
got a
crater.
crater.
Holy shit. 357 kilometres of rim diameter. Whew. Buried at the centre of this crater is an ancient metal object that appears to be some sort of torpedo. It seems Past 40A was caught in the crossfire of a space battle centuries or millennia ago. Cool. That's not something you'd get in Stellaris. This game is so pretty. It's just a pity it got such a bad reception. Escape pod. A resident of this escape pod has been deceased for some time, but her records reveal that she was one of the Nexus exiles. Her passion for the Andromeda Initiative's scientific goals never faded. She died here on one final exploratory mission. Quarian nav processor. Even though the Quarians aren't here. Actually, the Quarians would be quite helpful here because they have good understanding of resource management, being on the Nomad fleet, or the, whatever it's called. Not Nomad fleet. Their main fleet that moves around because they don't have a planet. No idea. Past 29's constant downpour of sulfuric acid rain evaporates before touching the planet's surface, where streams of lava are spewing regularly from active volcanoes. Whoa. Everodan. Images from an unmanned flyover of Everodan brought its gemstone mountains to Angara attention centuries ago. The planet was an icon of alien beauty, now generally forgotten. Gemstone mountains. That's something you don't see every day. Can you imagine having a planet that has mountains of enormous crystal?
Anomaly detected.
Past 32 is, according to our best calculations, positioned at a safe distance from the scourge, such that observations made from past 32 are not wildly distorted by scourge effects.
Probes launched.
That's a satellite.
Satellite detected.
Satellite ID unknown. Well, that's obviously Andromeda Initiative. Satellite appears to use Andromeda Initiative. The satellite appears to use Andromeda Initiative technology and is oriented to monitor the scourge. How and why it was placed, however, is a mystery. It's a very odd shape for a satellite. Okay. Each ball is probably a sensor cluster. Look at me using fancy words. Okay, that's most of those. Ooh, still got that one to do. Let's go up here and finish this one. This one's just going to be a planetary survey stuff, isn't it? Pass 88.
picking up something.
The dominant life form on Pass 88 appears to be a finger-length worm that thrives in the thin nitrogen and xenon atmosphere.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
That's a river. A Ket scout vessel crashed into an ammonia glacier on Pass 88. Though the crew died, the ship's reactor continues to emit heat, melting the glacier and creating this great river. An ammonia river. Cool. Quite literally, because liquid ammonia is like negative something or other. Something negative, something ridiculous. Novolori. Novolori's bright and sinister coloration earned it the name of a mythical Angaran boogeyman. Multiple ships have disappeared in its vicinity, adding to its mystique. I love the fact that cloud bands move. Just slowly. Ever so slowly. Past 61. Beneath the surface of rock and nitrogen glaciers, past 61 may contain buried oceans of liquid or frozen water. It has an orbital period of 15.3 years. Holy shit. That's a long way out. Double rings.
Anomaly on sensors.
Tobanor. Evidence of a Ket research outpost sits atop one of Tobanor's glaciers. The outpost has been dismantled, however. Anything the Ket found is long since gone.
Probe away. Satellite detected.
Ket satellite appears to be monitoring the remains of the research outpost. It is easily disabled. Right. Let's keep going. I know somebody who's liking this because I'm doing a lot of talking.
This place is almost off our star charts.
Considering what they were up against, your
Whoa.
explorers made it a long way out.
That's so cool. It's in the wrong plane, but it's kind of cool. Past 24. Through the purple dust cloud.
Anomaly detected.
Past 24's hot surface is composed primarily of magnesia with notable sodium deposits. Geographic features suggest the planet once possessed oceans. How this is possible is unknown.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
Crevasse. Extraordinary canyon runs along long and deep. Hundreds of small caves lead underground. Although this crevasse may be natural, it is currently inexplicable. With its light gravity, silvery coloration, and scorching daytime temperatures, past 21 bears a passing resemblance to Earth's moon. The debate over what to name it will be fierce. Wow. Fen Odam. Odam or Odum? Oh damn. Massive uranium deposits are bloody bastard. Massive uranium deposits are commonplace on Fenrodam. It is one of the few planets the Angara have charted in the system, though they have yet to begin mining. What would they be using uranium for, though? I'm not going to say... I would say nuclear fuel, but surely we have zero engines for that.
Anomaly detected.
Spectacular auroral effects flash through magnetosphere over a temperate, mineral-rich surface. Only the lack of liquid water makes it inappropriate for colonization. What's all that blue stuff then?
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
More copper. Lovely. This looks like an extrasolar capture to me, and that is a hair wrapped around my finger. Tiny gas giant at the edge of the Shojan system, Mokalam is a perfect location for explorer ships to restock Helium-3 and discharge the static buildup in their drives. I would also class that as an extrasolar capture because of A, how far out it is, and B, the fact it's a gas giant. Because gas giant planets usually only occur within a certain range. He says that, and one of the last systems had a gas giant that was very, very close to its star, but okay. Ignore me! The VAR system. Well, let's go there first, and then we'll go around. I hope you're enjoying this series so far.
Rumor has it this is quite the lawless region. No place to get stranded.
Stranded? Why would you even bring that up?
Nice one, Callum. The Ratul system. That is a very, very bright star. I'd class that as a class. I'd put that as a class M or a class O star. Both blue giants. That's massive. That is. In Sauron's nitrogen and carbon monoxide atmosphere is gradually being stripped away by Ratul's sun, leaving the barren surface utterly unprotected from the sun's radiation. It's a very pleasing blue, like silvery colour. Kisrata. The scourge has caused massive electromagnetic disturbances in Kisrata's atmosphere. Avoiding any closer proximity to the planet is strongly advised. That is a very big storm.
Anomaly on sensors.
Look at that, just there. Hibaro was adapted bizarrely to the Scourge. For about a third of its orbital period, the Scourge's effects permit plant life to flourish. At all other times, Hibaro boils at the return of the sun.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Iron. Maybe we'll actually get the fucking, Nexus finished and not have it open to space in certain areas. H494. Milky Way survey suggests 2 gas giants were present in Ratul. Could the Scourge have collapsed them into a single world in less than 6 centuries? Or is something else at work? That is a very nice moon. Whoa. Getting a little up close and personal with that one. Go Vox Folly. Scourge and some unusual orbital mechanics leave Gavok's folly icebound at night and boiling during the day. The outcast Gavok attempted to take advantage of this, to little avail.
Probes launched. Getting a scan.
Wreckage of a Ket dropship. Ket's dropship appears to have been departing Gavok's folly when it was hit by a weapons fire. Perhaps Gavok is still alive and active after all. Nice. The VAR system.
Zuvi, keep an eye on those sensors.
I always do.
I know, it's just... This is a dicey sector. Better to be ready.
There's a lot here.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched.
Dead
Detecting
shuttle.
what's left of a ship.
Well, we're going to go there first. What a pretty purple colour. Quite like that. An Andromeda initiative ship. Shuttle appears to have limped away from a battle. Logs indicate the crew, now deceased, came too far to raid an outcast mining camp. The attempt must have ended badly. Oh dear. My chaser. Chaser! No. Again, purple colour.
Anomaly detected.
An outcast mineral mining camp has been recently demolished here. A fragmentary distress call describes the attackers as other exiles. There is no survivors.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
A graphite deposit. Again, purple and purple. It's nice. Pleasing to the eye. Just hotch forward slightly. Margoth. Margoth's extraordinarily dangerous surface is of less interest than its ring system. Its inner ring is primarily dust and rock, and the outer ring is composed of large chunks of water ice. Perhaps it was a candidate for somebody's terraforming project? Drag the icy chunks onto the planet, see what happens. Water, etc. Wow, this planet's tiny. H171 is sheltered from the heat of Var's sun by large dust clouds in the inner solar system. The result is a glittering orb of frozen ammonia and tin. Interesting. H173. Great oceans of ethane and thin sheets of water ice cover the surface of H173. Ice mining might be possible here, but there are surely richer sources on more agreeable worlds. It's like a trio of moons that all look the same.
Anomaly detected.
H174. Frozen ethane covers H174. The ice sheets interrupted only by low mountains and shallow craters. Thanks to dust clouds in the inner system, little light reaches this world.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
Starship wreckage. Deceased outcast inhabitant of this escape pod appears to have fled a battle of Meche in the inner system. It's still spewing something. The VAR system complete. really. Have to go all the way around. How many of them have we got? 1, 2, 3. Got 4 left. Yes. Right, let's do these 4. And then we should go on to Truth and Trespass.
Not many other ships would venture out this far.
It's our job to be first.
The reason it's taking so long is because I'm reading.
Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
Starship wreckage. Wow, that's been hit by a Scourge tendril. Starship wreckage. Remnant fighter seemingly impaled on a tendril of Scourge. Astonishingly, certain self-repair mechanisms appear to be intact. Though the vessel will never be whole again. Massive sandstorms thrash H080s, surface day in and day out, wearing once mighty mountain ranges down to smooth knobs over millennia. That's difficult to say. H162. Much of H162's unusual coloration comes from what appears to be a sort of algae. The organism pervades the dense, moist atmosphere, floating on the wind. It's a very pretty planet, like a marble. That looks like another extrasolar capture. Either that or the planet's been knocked out of alignment. Not this one, one further out. On a cursory visual inspection, this massive planet appears almost Earth-like, but its incredibly heavy gravity and crushing atmosphere make colonisation a long shot. Talking about that one over there. Goes through the Scourge cloud on the orbit of the ecliptic. On an ecliptical orbit. Tilted slightly. I'm using big words that I have no idea what they mean.
Anomaly detected.
Momirus appears to have been stripped of a breathable atmosphere by Scourge phenomena over the past century. What remains is a barren atmosphere of boron and carbon.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Aluminium. Aluminum. Mini. Aluminum. Me. Aluminum. Yes. Really? With your fucking BMW, you twat. Wirius is inhabited by small herds of methane breathers struggling to find shelter against the cold. It may be Scourge effects that have pushed these creatures to near extinction. Or okay, let's go do this one. We'll do the others at a later date. I mean, now we've only got 3 instead of like 9. Yes, about 50 episodes ago. Good lord. See if I can talk to Sid now.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
No? Okay.
Ah, Ryder. Grab a seat.
So yes, after that, the Ket tightened security. I've only just got back.
They must be afraid you're close to figuring out exaltation.
A comforting thought.
It's satisfying to wipe that smug look off Ket faces.
I meant to thank you for the star maps.
Oh, of course. I'll be charting the Scourge for a while, though Ryder's data from the vaults is helping. I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
You're still looking for stasis pods?
And finding them. Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor, and figure out how to prepare them.
I don't think this is a job you can prepare for. You live it, and do your best. There's only one way to find out what kind of Pathfinder you are.
Guess so.
For now, friends, I need your help. The first wine bottled in Andromeda, sent back to the Nexus.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Seemed worthy of our first proper meeting together. If we have a toast.
To our crews, our Sams, and each other. May we always find our path home.
That can't be very old wine then. If, yeah.
Ah, Ryder. Your pilot said you were helping Major Salen Vaughn with an investigation into Dr. Aden.
You know Salen?
Only by reputation. One of STG's finest back in the day. I tried to help him with Aden, but sort of stalled.
What do you make of Salen's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It doesn't seem possible, but there's so much that doesn't fit otherwise. I reached out to ARC leadership, the ones who woke up first, but they keep putting me off. I had an idea, but it might not be completely legal.
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of those ARC officers, Rand Lon, has an apartment here. If he's busy, he won't be around. And a quick scan wouldn't hurt anything. Just see what's there.
Search Ron Land's apartment. Well, I can't put any more outposts down because, you know, they're all up. If Turian homeworld hadn't been destroyed, I might have been able to.
Have few answers. The dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication.
So we know what dark energy is now in this universe. Interesting.
I talk to my family every day.
Locked.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder. There may be additional clues, Pathfinder.
Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned.
Freshly vacuumed.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lon, or someone in his apartment, when exploring out there.
Fingerprint.
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of novetamine,
A drug?
a neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda wildlife. This plant is not.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lawn.
Yes, you're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
I'm conducting an investigation about the Solarian Ark. I wanted to check a few things.
Ah, I did hear about this. I was too busy to assist. I suppose I'll have to make the time. What do you need?
I'd like to ask Dr. Adden a few questions. Do you know him or where he is?
Oh yes, Adden's some sort of biologist. We were among the first to wake up. Difficult times. I haven't seen him since the Ark was rescued. Why Adden?
Salen Varn mentioned.
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified.
Jump over the
I
rail.
talk to my family every day. They can't believe half of what I tell them.
They were really clear about it.
I'm sure they can't.
All clear.
The Asari Ark has been
Of course we're going back to Eladin. I hate Eladin because it's sand, it's coarse, it's rough. Not like everything here, it's so soft. I don't know what the exact amount of phrasing for that part of the movie was, but yeah, that's from Star Wars. You're welcome for the absolutely terrible Star Wars references that I make. If I do make any and don't realise it.
Pathfinder, got a minute?
Yep. A little busy at the moment. Sorry, pardon me. Very rude of me. Down again.
We're on course.
Certainly hope so. Yes, I'm sure I want to fast travel. Sea of Ataraxia.
How long have we been driving around? Feels like hours. You sure you're going the right way?
Were you expecting signs?
Pathfinder. These are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Solarian apartment.
Maybe they picked something up.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface. Something was here, then dragged. That way.
There, scavengers. Likely unfriendly.
The trail leads right to them.
Are they just spawning again, or...?
Wait, is that Salen?
That was...
But likely not feeling well.
Pass the metagel. Let's get him back on his feet.
Yep, as soon as I've eaten these containers.
Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
He's confused.
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Adden in disguise.
Wait, he asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Adden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Adden used you and, my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I feel like you and Dr. Adden are taking turns yanking my strings.
Then who was Adden's puppeteer? Everything comes back to our ARC. Adden didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Adden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the key to blowing it open.
Right, except Adden got rid of anything we had on him, and I'll bet Rand Lawn has disappeared.
Adden. He forgot the dart he poisoned me with. Still in there, with the ballistics intact. Contact Adden, feign ignorance, and ask for a meeting. I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need somewhere to meet Adden, somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Oh
Send the
my
word.
god, this is like a fucking wild goose chase. But before we go to Kadara, I have been Paradox Master 1819. This has been Mass Effect Andromeda. The nurse to your fellow humans. Goodbye. I'll be back in about 3 minutes' time. Because, you know, I'm going to keep going until I've eventually got to the point where I can stop. Bye.